Good afternoon. Once again, very pleased to welcome Mr. Ghaith Dalati, General Manager of Novotel and Ibis Mall Avenue, Dubai, UAE. Thank you very much. Today you had a special event. As you know, we are very few days ahead of the UN Ocean Congress in Nice, and we at ESG MENA are very proud that we'll be there on the ground covering that global event. But also you have an event that's connected to diving, ocean, sustainability. Tell us more.
Everything is connected together. First of all, welcome, Sal. We are ahead of the World Ocean Day on June 8th, and we thought, okay, what can be done to make this day not just talks and words and PR, and we said, okay, let's make real actions and change the game. So you met with Seafood Souk today, which is our partner. We just signed this.
Quite innovative idea, exotic.
Exactly. I mean, bringing the AI and how we use data into sustainability.
And the impact of that.
And that's what we're looking for. So we're partnered with them on 19 hotels in the GCC, one of
as a core group.
As an Accor group, and one of which the Novotel suite. So beside that, we shared with you and many of our guests what we have been doing also towards the ocean.
Yes.
Which basically
in the Indian Ocean, in Fujairah.
In Fujairah, we call it Fujairah, but yeah, it's connected to the Indian Ocean. So we went
one
there
of the 7 great Emirates of the UAE.
Absolutely.
Very fascinating.
And for divers, it's the most interesting one, and the marine life there is actually beautiful, and it supplies a lot of fishery here. You tried the oysters from there today, so it's lovely to see how local
and also mahi-mahi.
And the mahi-mahi. So coral restoration. So part of a campaign we launched here at the hotel, which falls under Novo 25. Sustainability is a big pillar of everything we do, and we thought, okay, what can we do and translate our pledge toward the ocean in collaboration with WWF into real actions. And as we approach the World Ocean Day, we thought this is something really impactful. So we did something to the corals. We call it coral restorations. As you know, the corals are the home for many habitats, the fisheries. And what we do is we go save those little corals that are yet to grow, but the environment around them is not perfect, and we build up nurseries for them. And we did 2 tables. We call the nursery a table, and around 250 corals, which in the next 6 to 12 months they will grow and become home to new marine life under the water. And with this, we help to restore the damaged corals. And grow more and open new environments to the fishes. And we feel this connect with us as a Novotel brand, which one of our pillars is balancing the ocean. So we create the balance under the ocean. And of course, with everything we do in the properties and around with the communities, we feel this is a great balance and a translation of who we are.
Okay. And how are this relaying to your customers here in Dubai or in UAE?
Yeah. Guest demands are changing. The guest expectations are changing from us as hospitality. They don't look at us anymore as just a place to be. They're looking for memories. They're looking for stories. Today's travelers are also looking at what are we doing as a hotel, as a brand, when it comes to sustainability. How are we impacting the communities around us, and how we procure things, how our food waste is managed, how our menus are designed, how our carbon footprints. So it relates to our guests. They are advocate about it. We ask them when they stay with us how they find the sustainability measures we are taking. And it's great to see the great feedback we always get from them saying, no, we're happy to see this and we want to see more.
Food waste, as you know, unfortunately, the region has the world's highest, and especially including in hotels.
Yeah.
What are you doing in this regard?
We're doing a lot when it comes to waste, but let's narrow it down to the food waste, and I'll come back to the general waste because there's other waste that is being neglected, but we're happy to do what we're doing. So food waste, there are 2 angles for it. First, reducing. I think elimination is a pretty difficult one in a hotel environment where you cater almost 250,000 meals a year. So food waste is there. We're using AI to measure it and to reduce it. So last year, for example, we used we reduced 30% of our food waste. How? There are systems that are built and embedded in our operation. To name some, we know, which we use it here at the hotel, and it tells us how to redesign our menus, what are the customer habits, where we need to focus our efforts, and then the chefs use these information and data to adapt and adjust. So that's the first step. We are reducing. And all the food waste that comes out, we are not directing it to the landfill. At the opposite, we are taking it away from the landfill, reducing the CO2 emissions from those landfills, and we are composting it into compost that is used in our agriculture.
Empowering people, or especially the employees at the grassroots level, with the world's best practices in terms of sustainability in the complex hospitality sector. What are you doing in this regard?
I mean, education is the first thing we do, Sal, but
what is special about it? How are you keeping them up to date with the best practices?
Engaging them in what we do. I mean, when we do things, it's not me going or one person, two-person efforts. Actually, we see quite an interest from people to be part of these initiatives. So the education field trips we do, the trips we do, whether the reef restoration or the food waste composting, they're part of this. So even the team are changing themselves. You know, they're asking, what are you doing as a company? How are you bringing diversity and inclusion? But at the same time, how is sustainability being a part of who we are? So that has also helped us in this. But I think education from the time before they join us, telling the world what we do, till they get on board, and it's embedded in what we do every day. I'm sure you read the purpose of Accor, pioneering the art of responsible hospitality. And for them, if you ask, 9 out of 10 will tell you responsible is sustainable.
Ghaith, thank you very much for being with us today.